Don't change what you're doing there. Action will arise when it's right for that. You just watch, just observe, keep following that. This is a dance that we do here in 3D. We're being danced, you see, and the really great part of it starts when you let go. But it's got to be done just right for you. You've your own individual plan, and your path is perfect for you alone. Just follow in heart. Okay, so as you keep following and studying the words and teachings of whoever you've chosen there, things move on, and you may have any number of experiences. Watch them too. All of us manifesting in these bodies here are also hooked up with our guides and our angels and beings of light on the other side. We're not just what is manifest here, what is visible. And I just lost my place. So excuse me for a minute. Okay. It's a dance. Keep following. We're not what we just see here. Thus, when you contact me, you're touching much more. As I become the clear vessel for that, the light side flows on in, and you feel it. It helps you make contact with that same thing right there where you are. Your own inner being is more empowered to come forth then. The vibration is the same in heart. That's where we're all one, and one with the light. So, as you follow whatever teacher you've chosen, just be alert. Be watching, that's all. Be aware that there are others too behind that one, and you make contact there. That one, that teacher, may herself or himself not even be aware of the ones who work through her. Depends on her soul development. Many are just tools for the dark force, who seek to clothe themselves in the light of man. Be alert. My heart aches a bit when people allow themselves to be convinced of the veracity, the truth of a source of teaching, just because of the experiences they've had with it. They figure that they've obviously made contact with beings on the other side, so the teaching must be true. Oh, but wait, let's look at that. Okay, so there are beings on the other side. So you are aware that they exist, and this is a very good starting point. Many among mankind, because they are not ready or willing to admit this into their awareness, are stuck where they are. Can't go farther, mired down. So we're beyond that. Very good. Now, furthermore, you've moved into awareness of the energy flows in you both there. The chakras, the chi, the kundalini maybe. That is great. You're sensing higher vibrational energy, less dense than physical matter. And that's very good too. Okay. But are you centered? Are you anchored in your heart? That's important. Heart is the master spot for everything else. Heart is the touch point for all of those energies, the point of control. Heart is the space and place where inner being is met. Our own personal stargate as well to the rest of all life. Heart is that, not the mind. It is people still centered in, still identified with mind, who are most vulnerable to the imposters of light. They can be messed with, tampered with, and led or misled just about anywhere, simply because those beings, well, witness the beyond anything just phenomenal technology, thus the mind development of some of those races. Mind is their strength. To them, we are a joke. We are their lab rats, my friends. Intelligent species, they'll pat us on the head, but that's it. So they play with us, manipulate us. And though we don't notice, don't understand how it's done, they milk us for our sacred energy. They're really just vampires in disguise. They lost their own connection with light, and so they have to get the energy somewhere. Okay, so let's say you're following someone and you've had a number of really fine experiences where you've been led or taken even into higher levels of consciousness and shown some things. You've been communicated with, maybe. So far, so good, maybe. Is it good? Let's look at its fruits. What are the fruits of this there in your life? Judge by the standards you can grasp, and be sure to be there in your heart, and just keep observing. Be wary, be alert. What you may find eventually is that though the right words are said, some interesting experiences are had. Does this really lead you up high enough? Does it point to the stars, so to speak? Feel divine? Do you sense the presence of real divinity here? Not some big ego masquerading. Of highest truth. Look to see if your ego is being stroked at all. And that's a pretty sure sign it's not truth. It's something else. Is there humility there? That's a sign of the light. Don't ask me how. Your heart will just know. If there is both humility and even humor, light and beautiful humor, well, if it's not there, watch out. There is a brittleness to the ego, to the arrogance of those following the dark path. And you can spot this now and then. No matter how great their cover is externally, just be in your heart. Be alert. Don't totally trust. My advice is never totally trust anything or anyone outside of your heart. No one external should ever be allowed to come between you and your heart. So pay good attention, heart attention, to those nagging doubts about things. Don't let mind work them over too much. That is not useful. That's a hamster wheel. Round and around it goes. Mind cannot know. That is a part of your journey to letting go. You're getting it proven to you there in the theater of experience, and you're mastering that. So you see, our supposed wrong turns in life are found to be right turns when seen from the heart. Kick the blame game out as well. None of that. No self-criticism of any kind. Love that beautiful self of yours. Self is so worthy of that. Love who you are, my dears. Make friends with yourself, warts, pimples, and all. Thanks for listening. Boy, you never know where these things are going. And I will close by saying, please know that I am aware that I am also speaking here to myself. I am not perfect, friends. Yes, light speaks through me. It can speak and have and act through you as well. I've got no monopoly on anything. I'm not showing off. I'm empty. To the extent of that emptiness, light can shine forth. Love is us. See you within.